Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you Masquerade Hades from the Hercules series. In this video, I'm going to show you skill level 4, 5, and 6, but I do have another video in the description below and also in the top right hand corner where I will show you a game demonstration and also some strategies and some stats on Masquerade Hades at skill level 1, 2, and 3. For this video, I am going to focus on skill level 4, 5, and 6 specifically. So if you're checking out for the lower levels, check it out in the description or the top right hand corner. So the major difference here between skill level 4, 5, and 6 is its effect size. Now the effects here isn't very descriptive. For skill level 4, it's going to be large. Skill level 5, it's going to be extra large. And for skill level 6, it's going to be extra large. Now this effect size, it's really referenced to the panic skill. And before I get into that, let me quickly recap you on Masquerade Hades' ability. So his ability will start fever time and also trigger two different types of abilities. There's going to be an orange mask and also a blue mask. The orange mask is called the pain mask, and that mask will clear all Hades Tsums and surrounding Tsums. So kind of like the regular Hades that we're kind of used to, it bursts surrounding Tsums. Now the blue mask is called the panic mask, and that is going to clear Tsums except the Hades Tsums. So it's not going to clear the entire screen. In some cases it will do that, but for the most part it's going to clear a lot of them, if not all the Tsums except Hades. Now the benefit of that is that after you activate the blue mask, all the Tsums that's going to be remaining at the bottom typically will be the blue mask Tsum. So keep that in mind, because it's going to be really important when we're talking about strategy. So the thing about Masquerade Hades is that the strategy is going to remain relatively the same between all three of the skill level. Actually all 6 of the skill levels, so between skill level 1 through 6, it's going to remain relatively the same. So the sequence doesn't change. You're always going to get the pain mask, which is the orange one first, and that's going to yield you a lot of coins if you have a decent amount of Hades on the screen. Before you activate the ability, you want to have a good amount of Tsums on the screen before you activate the orange mask ability, because what happens is it's clearing surrounding Tsums. So if you have no Hades on the screen, it's really not going to do anything for you. So you want to have a decent amount of Hades on the screen before you activate it. Now after you activate the orange mask, it's going to be the blue mask, and I like to consider the blue mask as a setup Tsum, because what happens after you activate the blue mask is that all the Hades is going to fall to the bottom. So after you activate the panic mask, you want to prioritize clearing all the Hades on the bottom of the screen, trying to activate the orange mask again. So actually let me show you guys a side-by-side comparison and activate his ability all at the same time. So this is going to be for the blue mask, which is the panic mask, and again this is going to clear a bunch of Tsum off the screen except the Hades. So I'm going to show you this game demonstration here on purpose. So as you could see here, Hades is going to come out and then put on the blue mask, and then the souls will fly from the bottom to the top. Now keep an eye out here. As you can see, the Hades Tsums for skill level 5 and 6 got highlighted, and that's to show you that they're essentially protected. They're not going to get burst away. But for skill level 4, 5, and 6, there's going to be a fixed amount of Tsums that's going to get bursted. If you keep a close eye on skill level 5, all of those Tsums that are highlighted right now is going to fall to the bottom of the screen after they get burst. It's going to get a little bit chaotic here, so try to follow along. But what happens here as I resume is that it's going to highlight the rest of the Tsums, and those gets burst away. Now this number here is a fixed amount, so this area here that you're seeing, it's all the Tsums that's going to get burst away. For skill level 4, the number is always going to be 29. That's going to get cleared off the screen. And for skill level 5, it's going to be 33 Tsums cleared off the screen. And for skill level 6, that's going to be 37. Now the only variable here is that if you have a big Tsum on the screen, that's going to increase by 4. And if you have 2 big Tsums, that's going to increase by 8. So you just do the math there. If you have a big Tsum plus 4. But that number is fixed. The only other variable after that is if you don't have enough Tsums on the screen and you're activating that ability, then you're going to get less than that. But it's extremely rare for you to not have enough Tsums on the screen before you activate the ability, because like I mentioned, there's actually a whole second half of the screen where the clock is, pause button. There's actually a whole different playing field up there that holds all the Tsums. Alright, so for this ability, that's really easy. It's really a setup ability. Now that you have all the Masquerade Hades at the bottom, what you should do after that is clear as much of the ones at the bottom as possible, and then you should be able to activate the orange mask right away, clearing you a bunch of Tsums. Now the orange mask does have a different strategy to it, so let's get into that. For this orange mask, there is a little bit more abilities compared to the blue mask. And again, this is going to be the pain mask, and what it's going to do, it's going to burst surrounding Tsum. So let's take a look in slow motion. Hades puts on the orange mask, and then burst of flame comes out of his hand, and then all the Hades will get highlighted and puts on an orange mask. Now, opposite of the blue mask, what happens for this orange mask is that it's going to burst away all the Hades and also surrounding Tsums, giving you a field of new Tsums to play with after that. This is really going to be the part where it's going to earn you a lot of coins and also a lot of chain as well. Well, long chain equals more coins, so that's by design. So as you could see here, it's going to burst away a lot of Tsum. Now this is an interesting part because for this particular ability, for the orange mask, for the pain mask, it doesn't matter between skill level 1, 2, 3, or 6. It doesn't matter. It's all going to be standard throughout all of the skill level. The only thing that's really different for Masquerade Hades, it's really the blue mask, which is the panic mask. So for skill level 4, you see there I got 30, but for skill level 6 I only got 25. So just to show you that it doesn't matter, but playing it appropriately is important. So make sure that when you are using the blue mask, you're using it to set up your orange mask. And then once you have the orange mask, before you actually activate the ability, give it a couple of seconds, make sure everything is settled, then activate the ability. Because when you do that, you'll get a higher chain, earning you a lot more coins. Okay, so my overall impression of Masquerade Hades at skill level 4, 5, and 6. Now, if you have the strategy down, you're definitely going to earn yourself a lot of coins, and he's actually a pretty decent Tsum to get a good amount of score as well. I still have Masquerade Hades at a relatively low level, so I assume that if I get him to a higher level, I should be able to get a decent amount of score. And also, Masquerade Hades, I have a feeling, is going to be a good coin earner, especially if you are newer to the game and don't have a lot of top coin earners. If you're not going to be able to get Bat Hat Mini in the month of October, Masquerade Hades is also a really good second option because he's going to earn you a lot of coins if you have the strategy down. And speaking of coins, what I want to show you guys is a side-by-side comparison of all the coins that I got, as well as the score for skill level 4, 5, and 6. So let's take a look at that. At skill level 4, I got a total of 2,292 coins. For skill level 5, I got 2,758 coins, and for skill level 6, I got a whopping 4,067 coins. Now, I'm playing without the coin boost on, so if you're playing with the coin boost on, you might be able to get a lot more coins and score than I did here. Just to show you guys a comparison between all 6 of the skill levels here, as you can see, there is a gradual increase, and then for skill level 6, I did get a big jump there. Now, I think for skill level 6, I did get a lot more coins because I got a lot better and I implemented the strategy that I'm recommending to you guys. So I think with some practice and also with just some investment into Masquerade Hades, skill level 4, 5, and 6, it's going to be really good. And you should be able to get into the 3000s very easily for skill level 5. So my recommendation is try to get Masquerade Hades because he is a really good Tsum to use and gets you a good amount of coins. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this video, and if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this or would like to support this channel, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and as always, thank you so much for watching.